Hi everybody, Stephen Aitchison here for another YDFLive. Today's topic is going to be about Facebook news this week. There's not a lot of news this week. They've not really brought out much, to be honest. Yeah, so as I said, my name is Stephen Aitchison for another YDFLive show. I'm the creator of YourDigitalFormula.com, a program to help you become the influencer that you are. And it's a program that's going to help you build up your platform, build up your kind of influencer status and the mindset of an influencer, and also grow your business as well online. That's what your digital formula is all about. We kind of get asked all the time, what is your digital formula all about? And that's what it is in a nutshell. Get the mindset of an influencer, build up your platform like Facebook to get thousands or millions of followers, and grow your business online as well with your products, services, books, whatever you have to offer. And that's what we do at Your Digital Formula. Right, the news this week from Facebook is that they're expanding their what they're expanding. Right, I'll just get the news here, exactly what I wanted to say. It's for fundraisers, that's it. So they're going to expand the fundraiser kind of feature that they've got just now. They can announce it back in March that fundraiser, you could do a personal fundraiser if you wanted to, and you can do that in the app or on the desktop. And they're going to expand that even more just now. And I want to show you a little video that they have created to kind of explain it more. Then we'll kind of talk about the kind of possible benefits of that as well. So I'm going to show you this video just now. If you just bear with me a wee second. Get this off. Put that on.
Now you can create a fundraiser for charitable and personal causes on Facebook. Tap Create Fundraiser to start your fundraiser and select who you're raising money for. Pick a category for your fundraiser and tell your story with photos and text that let people know more about the person your fundraiser benefits. You can share to newsfeed and invite friends directly to your fundraiser. People can donate in a few taps right on Facebook and can easily share your fundraiser with their own friends. Facebook fundraisers. Raise money for the causes you care about where your friends are.
Yeah, so that is the fundraising. It's just kind of showing you exactly kind of how it's going to work there. That was only a short clip, and that's actually from Facebook. So I thought that was quite interesting, and I thought about the different applications, not just for kind of non-profit organisations, for people doing live shows. For example, if you've got a live show, this has not come out yet, but hopefully it's going to come out. If you've got a live show, for example, and you want to ask people to donate to keep the live show kind of ad-free or something like that, you could do it from that point of view. Obviously for non-profit organisations, it's going to be really good for them to do as well. So I think it's going to be a good feature, and they're just expanding that feature as well. I just think it's going to be a really good one. There's some things here that you can go to check it out. So if you go to facebook.com/fundraisers, I'm just going to show you a bit of that just now as well. So we're on a page facebook.com/fundraisers just now. And this gives you more information about the fundraisers. It just says, what can you raise the money for? You can raise it for a friend, non-profit, yourself, or someone, or something not on Facebook. For example, a pet. And it's got information on it. And I'll give you a few examples of some of them. We'll go for education. No, not. Yeah, we'll go for education there. So here's some of the examples that they've got already. Let's go on there, just see who's been funded. This one, for example, let's surprise all our kids with a school uniform. Fundraiser for Read Across Africa by Jean Adero. So we'll just kind of look at that just now. So it's giving you a separate kind of fundraiser page. So I just think the application of this is going to be really good for obviously non-profits as well. And we'll just go back. Yeah, I think it's going to be really good just for non-profits as well as kind of people like us as well doing business, and they're trying to get money kind of online as well. And you could ask people to donate, and you could have a donation page as well. And for that, obviously, you could give them something in return for a donation. And there's loads of other applications for it as well. But I just wanted to share that with you because they're expanding that now as well. So I just think it's a good thing that they're going to be doing. What else is Facebook doing this week? They're adding new features to the Facebook Live. including in-stream chat and live guests. We spoke about the live guests before. It's not available kind of worldwide just now, and it's going to be soon that I'll be able to bring on a live guest, which would be quite cool, actually. We can do that just now with the likes of BeLive TV and things like that, but directly from Facebook, I think it might be better. You might get better reach on it as well. And I don't know if they'll be bringing it out with Wirecast as well. Wirecast might be bringing something out that'll incorporate that as well, which would be quite cool. But the interesting thing is they've got in-chat or in-stream chat, whereby you could, if you're kind of chatting just now, if you're kind of put a message in the chat box and you see your friend there, say Maria Flynn, you could chat to her privately without it being in a full group. So you can chat, there's an kind of in-stream chat as well, which they're going to be bringing out and testing just now as well, which is quite cool. What else have we got? Yeah, they're bringing out about trending news. Facebook have got this kind of trending news kind of feature just now, but it's not brilliant. So they're expanding on that as well, talking about the trending stories, and they're going to be doing in-feed kind of news units as well. So when you're scrolling through your news feed, they're going to give you kind of news updates, either local in your area or kind of national or an international news as well. So they're going to be trialling that out as well, which is quite good. But I thought the best feature was with the kind of donations feature that they're going to be doing for the fundraisers. I just think that's a really good way that Facebook can become dominant in that market as well. Obviously, you've got kind of fundraiser sites that you can use just now, but I think if it's within Facebook, I think that's going to be a really good thing for fundraisers as well as businesses as well. I think there's lots of uses for it, because you can raise funds for yourself as well. If you want to kind of raise funds, if you're writing a new play or a new movie, or you're writing a screenplay, or you're writing a book, or you're doing something different and you want to try and raise funds for it, you can do it that way. Obviously it wouldn't be easy and you've got to have a compelling reason to do it, but I just think it's really interesting. I think it could be good for people doing live shows in particular, and I'm going to be doing some more research on that as well. What other news? I think that's the news. There wasn't that much news this week at all. So we can go to kind of Q&As if you want, or if you've got any questions on anything we've discussed there just now. I'm just seeing if there's any more kind of news that I've missed, I've not told you. Yeah, there's not really, to be honest. Nope. So if you've got any questions about what we've been talking about there, what I've been talking about there, just shout out and Maria can get to the questions, or any questions at all about Facebook, about kind of growing an online business, or what we're up to at YDF. And just to let you know as well, we've got the YDF monthly coming up, first Monday of the month, and that is the 5th of June. And that is coming up obviously the next Monday, and we're going to be talking about groups and why groups are so important for your business on Facebook. If you've got a business on Facebook and you've not started a group, this is definitely the time to join YDF Monthly, and the link is above the comments section, or it's above the video, depending on how you're watching it. If you're watching a newsfeed, it's above the video. If you're kind of watching it enlarged, it's above the comments. So check out there if you want to learn more about groups, and you'll get the last 3 months of the kind of live shows that we've done for the members. You'll get the last 3 months absolutely free as well as other goodies. So remember to check that out. I'll just see if there's any questions here. Oh, I need to open up Skype. Maria Flynn, groups are becoming a big deal right now, especially for the coaches. At least I think so. Yeah, they are becoming a big deal, and I think if you've got a product, a program, a service, if you're a singer or something, it's good to start a group up of dedicated people who are looking to follow kind of you, not just you, but your product or service, and they can meet up with other people as well. And I started it a couple of months ago. We started Fringe Dwellers of the World. Obviously, we've got the YDFLive group as well. We've got Grow Your Followers group as well. And it can take a lot of admin to do that. But if you do it right, and we're still getting it right, we're still testing out things. Myself and Maria Flynn and the other kind of members of YDF, we're still testing out things just now with regards to the groups like Grow Your Followers as well, but they're going to be really important going forward. DNA Bidouar's got a question. I've come across people who are really wary of Facebook and everything social media stands for. How would you approach people with this attitude and convince them how important it is regarding business growth? DNA, good question. Well, with that, everybody's going to have their kind of opinions on Facebook and social media in general. And usually there's two sides to it. The side is, oh, it's all negative, it's bad, social media is really bad for you, everybody knows everything about you, you don't want to put all your information online. Truth is, your information's already online. Doesn't matter where you're, I can get information on anybody if I go on the net. So it's not just on social media. But everybody tends to look at the dark side of it. But if you focus on the kind of the good points about it, especially for business and for personal use as well, if you start to focus on that, it doesn't need to be all about what you had for breakfast in the morning, which is a lot of shite, and that just makes social media trashy, to be honest. But if you use it for good, then that is the kind of part to focus on. And if you kind of focus on that DNA when you're explaining it to people as well, that can be used as a force for good, and it is being used as a force for good as well. Which is something we just spoke about, fundraising, for example. That's a good side of social media to kind of explain that. And for your business as well, your business can grow if you do it the right way. It's not all salesy now with regards to business. Businesses online nowadays are using education-based marketing to bring people into their tribe, basically. So you can learn a lot on social media as well. And it's just like anything else, there's good and bad sides to it as well. So you have to focus on the positive, what you see as a positive, and explain that better to the people that are saying they're really wary of kind of Facebook. I hope that helps a wee bit, DNA. Pam Jan Tomaso, is the fundraising feature available on the personal page or just business page? No, it's going to be a different page altogether. It's almost like setting up an event. So that's how the personal fundraising or the fundraising page is going to be available, and then you can put it on your personal page and you can put a link to it on your business page or whatever from there. It's not available all over the world just yet. I think it's all across America now, so everybody in America has got access to this feature as well just now, but pretty soon it'll be, before the end of the year, everybody in the world will be able to have that featured as well. So I hope that helps, Pam. Brenda Young, the right way, yes you can, exactly, positive and negative. Yeah, there is positive and negative to everything that you do, to be honest. Same with the internet as well. There's a lot of people still decry the internet, saying it's evil, it shouldn't be there, everybody knows everything about you. It's just the way life is today. But if you use it for a positive force, you use it to create that ripple effect around the world, to start changing the world, especially if you've got a business online as well. Maria Flynn, social media is a powerful tool if you use it for good. Exactly, and that's what it's all about. Maria, I know you've kind of you extol the benefits of kind of social media as well. Well, we do all the time, all day, every day, to be honest. And that's if you focus on the good, you're going to attract good people to you as well. I'll just see if there's any other questions here. Maria Flynn, so the fundraiser is not ongoing but set up with an end date goal. At the moment, I would imagine there's going to be an end date goal, but what they're doing with Facebook, the way you get paid with Facebook, you get paid every week from Facebook. So I would imagine you can have an ongoing feature or you can have an end date as well. And the reason I think this is so interesting is because the likes of kind of Kickstarter and places like that, I think if Facebook position it correctly, then they could use something like the donate or the fundraiser section of the page to kind of take some business away from the likes of Kickstarter. So I think it's good from that, but that's why I find it so interesting, because there's so many benefits you could use it for. And I think it's just another thing that Facebook are doing quietly under the radar that could undermine a lot of the companies out there that are used for kind of fundraisers. So I think they're doing that. I think it's going to become bigger in the future as well. I think there's going to be more uses for it. I just think it's a really interesting kind of prospect. Yeah, another thing with the payments from Facebook as well, they're going to charge a 6.9% fee plus 30-cent fee for the donations. That's just normal costs like a Visa card or a kind of credit cards if somebody was paying by credit card, or if you were accepting payments by credit card. It's slightly higher than that, but that's the fees they're going to be coming out with as well. Forgot to mention that. A follow-up comment, DNA Bidouin, thank you. Yes, your system gets people to know, like and trust you without being salesman-like is absolutely true. I think some people have a closed mind regarding the potential and positive aspects of it. Definitely. DNA, I have to tell you a story as well. Well, it's not really a story, it's just a kind of an observation. I've joined my local chapter of the BNI, which is the Business Networking International. And basically you go along and you've got all these kind of there's about 40 people there, and they've all got businesses. You've got trades, you've got plasterers, you've got kind of tilers, you've got plumbers, and you've got lots of other, this kind of interior design, you've got an architect, bookkeeper, you've got loads of different businesses in there, and you refer business onto each other from the network of people that you know. And you have to be of good standing to be in the kind of BNI group, so you know everybody in there is good at what they do, because you have to be of good standing and have good testimonials and things like that as well. So I've just recently been accepted to that, but what I've noticed is most of the businesses in there have not got a social media presence, and I wrongly presumed that every business would have a social media presence. But just like you're saying, DNA, a lot of people just don't understand it. I had a conversation last week with somebody as well, and just saying, I don't get social media. How can it help my business? It's not about that, because I explained that to him as well. It's not about that. It's how can you help your potential customers? So if you think about it from that point of view, if you've got a business and you're online, you've got Facebook presence or a social media presence, it's not about how can the social media help you, your business, but how can you help the people that are coming to your page, or how can you help your potential customers? And for me, that is education-based marketing. You teach people what you know first. So, for example, if you're an accountant, teach them how to save 10% on their tax bill by using a video. And then you put that on Facebook, or you do a live on it, and then you repurpose it, put it on your blog, put it on Twitter, put it on kind of Instagram, a 1-minute video. You educate people first, and they are attracted to you. So it's called pull marketing. I don't know if I coined that phrase or I've kind of read it somewhere, but there's push marketing and there's pull marketing. Push marketing is buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff all the time. It's just in your face all the time. Pull marketing, education based. You teach people something. You're not really it's not about caring if people are watching or not, but you're not really trying to attract them for the sale. You're trying to kind of educate them first, and then they're attracted to you, coming to you asking, have you got a product? Can I buy your service, for example, as well? So think about it in those terms as well. And that's what I'm trying to explain to kind of people that have got businesses in the BNI as well. I just think it's the way to go and the only way to go as well. Brenda Young, okay, education based, yeah, it should all be education based. And I think from a point of view, even on the kind of net, not just on social media, well, your kind of blog and stuff like that is part of social media, but having a niche kind of service, if you're an accountant, for example, and you set up a blog, you could be the authority figure talking about the questions that you get from your potential customers. So every accountant gets the same questions, probably maybe the 20, 30, 40 questions. If you answered each of those questions in blog posts, you could become the authority figure, and you could become the authority figure in the search engines as well, because nobody's doing it, or not a lot of people are doing it, to be honest. So it's good to niche down as well. DNA Bidouin, yes, I'm working on promoting singers, artists, musicians, and getting their talent out there. It's not about me, it's about them. Pull marketing, love it. Yeah, that's what it's all about. If you can give more than you're asking for, then you've got a great business model. Maria Flynn, pool marketing naturally attracts your ideal client and reduces returns complaints because people know exactly what they're in for because they get to know about you first. Brilliant point, Maria, and that's a good point I want to bring up as well. The industry standard for the likes of digital products, the one that I've got is Your Digital Formula. The industry standard for a product like that is about a 15% return rate. Just now, at Your Digital Formula, I think we've got 2.5% return rate. 2.5% compared to the industry standard of 15%. That means people are just saying, this is not for me, can I get a refund? That's what I mean by the kind of return rate. So we've got 2.5% at Your Digital Formula, and most other kind of digital products like the one I've got as well, I've got 10 to 15% kind of return rate. That's people asking for a refund. And that shows you the power of pool marketing, because people are getting to know me on the show first, on the YDFLive show, or they've seen me kind of somewhere else doing a kind of another show over on CYT. They've got to know, like, and trust me. So the return rate is much, much lower. I think that's a really good point. Thanks for bringing that up, Maria. Just see if there will be any more questions. I don't think we have. That's going to be a short show then. Kyan Howland, I fell in love with education-based marketing last year. I see the results of it and it helps me feel great about offering my service. And that's another good point as well. A lot of kind of online business owners, they get that feeling of they shouldn't be charging for the service. They still get that imposter type syndrome. Who am I to kind of teach people about doing this? But taking it a step further, who am I to charge people for kind of teaching them about this as well? So if you can get over that, and if you do education-based marketing, you'll feel much better about offering your service or an upgrade of your service, because the YDFLive show, that's a free service. So what I'm doing with the Your Digital Formula product is a big kind of upgrade to what we've got in the YDFLive show, because I'm teaching every single day. So the product that I've got is an upgrade almost. This is all free, forever will be free. So that's what it's all about as well. And you can charge, and what you're doing is essentially charging for the upgrade as well. So if you look at it that way, I think that's a good thing to do as well. Franco is talking about the fundraiser. The amount you receive will be deducted minus administration fees, global access fee. Yeah, that's correct. Franco, thanks for sharing that. Just looking for any more questions here. Maria Flynn, how I wished more would get this and put themselves education on the business pages, not personal pages. Some just won't budge though. Yeah, a lot of people are still doing that, and it's a kind of bugbear of myself and Maria. We kind of see these people, they've got amazing potential, and they're still going live from the kind of personal profile page or doing business from the personal profile page, and you should have a separate business page for it. We've been saying this for God knows how long now, but you should have a separate business page and do all your business live shows from there, or your live shows from there. Your personal profile is really for friends and family. That's really what it's for, or for keeping in touch with business contacts or whatever. And I still use my personal profile to let people know about blog posts I've got or kind of live shows I'm doing, but I don't use it specifically for doing a live show. Never broadcast live from a personal profile. So always think about that as well. Always get your business page and do the kind of business page and the personal profile separately, if that makes sense. Dave Moore's in house. Welcome to you, Dave. People hate to be sold to, but they love to buy. Yeah, I love that. I love that quote. In fact, when I train sales people, I had to make them realise that sellers stop selling earlier than buyers stop buying. Let people buy, make it easy for them. Excellent. Love that, Dave. I think that's worth repeating again. People hate to be sold to, but they love to buy. So I think that's really, really important. I've heard that somewhere else, Dave, as well. I can't remember. Oh, there's probably loads of people kind of saying that. But it's very true. And that's why education-based marketing works so well. Because when you're educating somebody like this, when I'm doing the kind of YDF live show, when you're educating somebody, I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking you to buy my product. I'm not asking for anything else. I'll drop it in surreptitiously and just say, if you want to go into the YDF monthly, you just click the link above and you can check it out. We're talking about groups this week, and then move on. So that's subtle marketing, very subtle marketing, but it's not in your face. But because I'm educating you as well, you're probably more than likely to check it out just to see what it's all about, first and foremost. And it's not a hard sell. I've never done kind of a hard sell. The hard sell you can use on webinars and things like that. That's because you put in the time and effort. It takes ages to create a webinar. A good webinar creates ages to do that, and you can sell at the end of the webinar as well. And that's a harder sell than it would be on a kind of live show, for example. Okay, I think that's us. Are the comments sticking? Yeah, the comments are sticking. FaZe Can, how to know your niche. You should know what, if you're in business, you should kind of know what niche you're in. So if you kind of clarify that, FaZe, just clarify what your question is there, and I can kind of answer for you. Dave Moore, it's been around for years. The other one to remember is some will, some won't, so what next? SWSWSWN. Excellent. Franco, excellent advice and information. Thank you, Stephen. My pleasure, Franco. Thanks for joining us on the YDF live show. Really appreciate it. Yeah, FaZe, if you can get back to me, just to clarify that question, how to know your niche. That's not coming up just now. Right, 1 second. See if these comments. No, that's it just now. I can't see any more from FaZe, so we'll leave it there maybe for a next time. So I'm going to leave it there just now. As I said, if you want to check out the YDF Monthly with myself and Maria Flynn, who does the live training the first Monday of every month, we're talking about groups this week. Oh, FaZe has just came back. Yeah, we're talking about groups this week. Just click the link above. FaZe, what you're good at or what you have to offer. Right, so you're talking about picking a niche. So you're not talking about having a business already and being in that niche. You're talking about picking a niche. Yeah, so if you're looking to pick a niche to do a business in, first and foremost, I would always say pick something you're interested, at least very interested in. I used to say in the past that you have a passion for, but some people don't find their passion until they start the process of looking for what they really are interested in. So pick a niche or a topic that you're really interested in, and that will be your niche. Test it out, find out as much information as you can, because chances are, if you're really interested in it, you're going to find out a lot of information, and you're going to know more than kind of 90% of the people in the world, because you've researched it so much and because you enjoy it so much, and just because it's an ongoing education for you as well. So something that you're really interested in first, and when you've picked something that you're really interested in, you'll probably find you go along a path, then you say, this is brilliant, I love this, but then you find something else that's kind of related that you love even more, and that becomes your passion. And that's how people find their passion, because they start taking action on things that they're interested in, and then from there they'll start to find their true passion. So I hope that helps, FaZe. Thanks for clarifying that as well. Maria Flynn, join Stephen and myself on Monday. Yes, Maria's just put a link up there. Thanks for doing that. Maria, really appreciate that. Nang Sri Pong is saying, I'm here listening to you, Stephen. Thanks for joining us, Nang. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we are going to leave it there now. Whatever you're doing today, have a brilliant day, and until tomorrow, namaste. Take care. Bye now.